It's your boy. He been Israel, the people's champ, back with another YouTube live stream. Shalom, Israel. Shalom, you Negroes. Shout out to my trolls. Hope everybody's doing well today. It's October 14th, 2025. Man, it's October already, y'all. It's your main man, the Shogun of Charlotte, the Day Walker, the Black MAGA. The ladies call me the Cookie Monster. Some people call me Pumpkin Escobar. I'm the Heisenberg of this ish. Yo. Yeah, we gonna talk that ish tonight. Little freestyle session here. You know what I mean? No thumbnail. We just no intros. We just jumping right into it, man. So y'all get settled in as y'all come in. Mind your manners. And know where you are. This is the People's Podcast. This is the real shit over here. You know what I mean? It's the real ish. Yeah, man. You don't want to be here. Don't be here. Move around. Plenty of places out here to be. These YouTube streets. Shout out to Love Dorsey, the beautiful Love Dorsey. Make sure y'all subscribe to her. Just do a little shit all over social media. Just search the Love Dorsey. Make sure y'all check out her music too. Excuse me with my eyes, y'all. I ain't got my shades on, so the light kind of bothers my eyes a little bit. A lot of bit. Y'all know I'm legally blind. But make sure you hit the like button. Smash that bell. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed to the Realest Podcast on YouTube. Make sure y'all share to your favorite socials, you know, your Facebooks and your BlickToks and your niggagrams, you know, all that shit, you know. Make sure y'all share. And we gonna get started, man. Let me check, you know. My mods will be jumping in here pretty soon. We be looking out for TJ, y'all. We always got the TJ watch going on. Make sure y'all subscribe to Through the Fire podcast. Let TJ know where y'all came from when you get over there. Let him know y'all come from somewhere. Show your love. Let TJ know where you come from. Drop a comment. Say the People's Podcast. Be Ben Israel Sim. But I got a bug in my house, y'all. I don't know how I got it, but I hear it and it's irking me. So forgive me if it catches my attention every now and then. I'm gonna try to swat him with this broom when I can, but he's been very evasive. Think he's a smart one. He's a brain bug. Shout out to y'all who know that reference. Shout out to y'all. Make sure y'all hit the Cash App. Send me $2 for the Pure Elite Seat Fund. And Cash App is in the description. Help support your podcast, your favorite podcasters. I don't ask for much. I ask for a like and a subscribe and $2 for the Pure Elite Seat Fund every now and then. You know, y'all can help your brother out. Y'all got to pay for this information sometime, you know. I know some of y'all ain't got it, but when you do get it, make sure you holler, you holler at your boy and support you. So tonight we're going to tonight's topic is going to be wastes of time. I'm talking to you young black men. You men in general. This ain't, we ain't just going to exclude all men, other men. All men can benefit from this topic tonight. So you other nations of people, you non-black, non-Hispanics, people, this ain't exclusively for y'all. We're going to share for you black non-Hispanics, I should say. We're going to share to the other people as well. Right? Every now and then I try to give y'all some valuable information when I come on here. I don't come on here to talk about bull crap that may be going on. It's enough podcasts and content creators out here who do that. They all saying the same thing, talking about the same topics. So a lot of times I don't really address them. When I see 1,000 podcasts, as I'm scrolling, talking about the same shit, People was on here talking about Charlie Kirk. Never even had heard of Charlie Kirk before he got assassinated. R.I.P. to Charlie Kirk, and make sure y'all keep his wife and children in your prayers. Whether you agreed with everything Charlie Kirk said or not, I mean, nobody agrees with anybody 100%. So I don't know why y'all got to say, oh, I didn't agree with everything he said. No, of course not. Of course not. Or they got to go into they got to emphasize what they didn't agree on or what they think he said, that we don't need to have that conversation. The man was alive. You had plenty of opportunities when he was on his world tour to show up at one of his events and express what it is on your disagreement plate directly with him, and y'all didn't take that advantage. Because again, y'all didn't know about Charlie Kirk and Turning Point USA. You didn't know nothing about it. But yeah, I mean, I didn't wish death on the man. And I thought his intentions were noble. And I think he did an outstanding job of what he was doing. And he was an important voice. Again, whether you agree with him or not, you can't deny the fact that he had an incredible stage presence. Right? Trying to open these Reese cups, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know it's unprofessional, but I wanted some chocolate. Every now and then I get cravings, so I got to indulge myself. Cleaned up my kitchen today, though. Started late last night, so that was today, and I finished earlier today after my appointment. So my kitchen is clean. I got my LED, my under cabinet lights in, and they help a lot because it's dark over there in that corner. Damn. The big ones are a lot. I only need one every now and then. So anyway, put the rest in the refrigerator in a minute. But yeah. I need a protein, so this is protein. At least that's what my doctor said. Shout out to Dr. Schaefer. I don't know if he watches me. So anyway, I began my journey of quitting cigarettes. So I've done pretty good. I've only had, to tell the truth, in case my daughter's watching, she's going to be mad at me. But shout out to Aaliyah the Don. aka Imagine. If y'all are in Concord Mills, make sure y'all stop by and see her at Minso. And that store is located directly across from Sea Life in Carolina Place Mall. Let her know, let her know you watch your dad. You know her dad, rather. Tell her Pop sent you, or tell her dad sent you. She'll love that. But I'm sorry, I gotta grab a napkin. So anyway, mm, 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 mm. Damn it, I know that's something special, but shit, that Reese Cup is hitting. But anyway, um, I'm on that journey. For me to go down to what, 2 cigarettes in 4 days? What, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 3 days. Technically, I started Saturday, but anyway, I think I'm doing pretty good. I think I'm doing pretty damn good. I'm gonna have another cigarette in a minute. It's been a while since I had one. I had one earlier today. Again, that's very good for me. I mean, I was smoking damn near a pack a day, half a pack a day, to somewhere between a half a pack and a pack. And to have one pack last me 3 going on 4 days is very good. It's very quite impressive. Got my due and got to do to do. It's one of the few sodas I can actually drink. I can drink, well, I can, but no, well, let me say this. I'm not supposed to drink the Cokes and the Pepsis. There's certain things I can drink. The Sprite, the Mountain Dew. I can drink root beer. Burke's, what is it? Barks or Burke's, whatever that one is. I can drink that. Because I don't want to screw up my blood work. But I've been doing excellent on my blood work. So obviously, I usually, y'all who know me, I always drink Cokes left and right. So I can't remember the last time I had a Coke or a Pepsi. Got a couple of y'all in here. Make sure y'all check in with the chat. I'm an awesome because she checked in. She says with her signature, "Hey y'all." But so we talk about wasting time. And again, this message is catered towards Black men and men in general, but even some of you ladies might want to pay attention to this. Right? We'll jump into it. I don't want to run too long. You got people have time and money for the things that they want, right? Remember that. That's a fact of life. And so you need to be protective of your time, okay? Because time equals money, time equals energy, money, energy, attention, and time, right? Shout out to Coach Greg Adams. But you need to guard your time, right? Because some people get off by wasting your time. And I was talking to a childhood friend of mine recently. And we got into a political discussion, which turned into a debate. And then at some point during that conversation, she admits, I don't know, I got to do my research on that. And I love that's liberals. I can't tell you how often I hear them say that word for word. These arguments they do are almost word for word. It's not just the political pundits who are following what seems to me to be a script. It's just regular liberal people out here, and they say the same shit. It's like, they exist in an echo chamber. And when you start, like Charlie Kirk, to actually challenge what they say, then that's when their arguments fall apart and they get exposed for their lack of knowledge and them not knowing what the hell they're talking about, even though they supposedly believe in that thing. Oh, I got to research it, and I tell them exactly a source. Here's my source. You can go to blackdemographics.com, for example. I told her, this particular person, on previous occasions, that website. Here she go again. Text it to me. Again, you don't remember a few years back when I texted to you, which shows me you don't pay attention to the things I say. And she even admitted at some point in the conversation, I just like to argue. I know they get off on it. So don't let people, and I got caught up in this. I thought I've gotten better, but I think because this person knows me so well, and I've known this person all my life, I allowed them to bait me into an argument. Somebody else I wouldn't even have gave them the time of day, but I gave this person the time of day where I shouldn't have, because I'm not doing that no more. I'm gonna work on not getting caught up and trapped in these dumbass conversations with people when they don't know what they're talking about. Go do your homework first and then come see me. At least have a couple of citations for the shit you're saying. With this, like Trump is making things worse or something. I'm like, where the fuck were y'all the last 4 years? Where were y'all at? Y'all had nothing to say during Biden, and Biden was screwing up the country, the world, and y'all had nothing to say. Nothing. Trump gets in and starts fixing shit. The man just ended 8 wars around the world. How many cities have gotten better so far? 3? What's it like? 3? What we talking about? LA, DC, and Memphis, right? And we about to go into Chicago and get Chicago straight. But so far it's 3. And even the people go on TikTok. The people are making the TikTok videos from Memphis talking about they thanking Trump. Like, yo, I didn't vote for you, but yo, we really appreciate you coming into Memphis and helping us out. That lady was talking about, yo, I've been in Memphis in my house for 5 years. And this is the first time, like, I've been able to let my kids go outside, and I've been able to just sit on my porch and relax. And, the dude was talking to me and the kids was behind him. First time the kids in the neighborhood been able to go outside with their bicycles and stuff. And the other guy talking about, yo, I ain't heard no wheels spinning at night. There go that damn bug again. I'm going to get it. Damn bug. But yeah, so anyway, that's what they've been saying. So it ain't the politicians that's stumping for Trump. It's regular people saying, yo, this shit got better. Same thing in DC, right? LA the only one that ain't really say that. But DC and Memphis have said that, even though we know all 3 have had improvement. But she want to argue it. What's your argument? What got worse from Biden to now? What got worse? All of the shit that you saying got worse was already like that last year. Healthcare skyrocketed over the last 4 years. I told y'all in the beginning of Biden's term, because it was almost immediate when he started signing executive orders or rescinding some of Trump's executive orders, and then trying to steal a couple of, he would rescind Trump's executive order and then turn right around and rewrite the same, or not rewrite, still the same copy and paste the order that Trump had and put his name on it to make it look like he did the shit. Like that nigga, that damn man was grimy. But a lot of y'all don't keep up with politics, so you don't know that that's what he was doing. Right? But I remember doing a podcast back in like 2020. When I was telling y'all how my health care was affected because I was living in Indian Trail there, and my insurance was giving me unlimited Uber rides. That started under Trump, and then it got canceled under Biden. And I told y'all my health care, I lost benefit, and that was one of them. So I had to move to Charlotte. But I was in Indian Trail, if some of y'all remember. But anyway, I think it's going in my light bulb. I think that's what's attracting it. That light bulb. But anyway, oh, that's I didn't put my patch on very good. But anyway, I'm all patched up now. Other one is on my back. But anyway, if I had my way, all my medicine would be patches. I put them shits all over the place. I think in the future that's what they're gonna end up doing. And I think they're gonna customize the patches in the future to individuals. I'd like to see that where all of my medicine would be on one patch and I just put it on. And they will customize it to me. So instead of me having multiple pills to take and all that kind of shit, it just be one patch and all my medicines that I specifically take would be on there. That's my hope for in the future. Hopefully I live to see it. I mean, the way things are speeding up, I should live to see it, but we'll see. I don't think it'll be 20, 30 years from now, but hopefully like 5 to 10. But anyway, maybe I should try to patent that idea. Y'all better not steal it. So anyway, yeah, so the city's got better and we arguing. I mean, it's like, but she wasn't listening because that's what they do. They try to overtalk you and talk through you. And then they get pissed off and hang up on you. When they're losing the argument, they always say, well, I don't want to argue with you. That's the first thing they say. And then, or they say, I don't want to argue with you, or I don't want to debate with you. It ain't an argument. You said something that was factually untrue. I just stated my opinion, my perspective, which is based on fact. Yours is based on nothing according to your own admission. You already admitted, I don't know what I'm talking about. I've never researched things, blah, blah, blah. They always say that. I find that funny. Like, I don't talk about things I don't know about or I never researched to some degree. I just don't talk. I don't talk about those things. So I find it fascinating when people do that. How do you talk about something you don't know about? And then you admit, I don't know about this thing. At least she had the honesty to say, I just like to argue. Some people get off on that, right? People have time and money for the things they want. So she had time to do the things she wanted to do, which was argue. People get off on that. It turns them on. Like you got people in relationships and they fuss and fight because it creates like a dopamine rush. And then they have makeup sex or whatever, you know. Oh, and now I moved over there across the room to the other light. I thought it was a smart bug, but it's a dumb bug because it keeps smacking in and stuff. That's why I hear it. So anyway, it's a bug planet. It's a horrible planet. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Shout out to the people who watched Starship Troopers back in the day. But anyway, yeah, so I wish I had that sound clip. But anyway, yeah, it's fascinating to me though when people do that. And I got to start getting caught up by people who like doing. They're not trying to debate from a genuine place or an honest discussion where maybe I can learn something from them or maybe they can learn from me. They're not trying to do that. They're just arguing to be arguing. They're not looking to learn or teach you anything. Because again, if they don't know what they're talking about, they can't teach you anything. How can you learn from somebody who don't know? They're just talking to be talking and made up shit. But they watch MSNBC and CNN and the Don Lemons of the world. And did y'all see Don Lemon? By the way, let me sidetrack. Did y'all see Don Lemon, dumbass, and the little talking with the little Mexican lady? And he's saying, "Well, it wasn't a crime. Well, it is a crime, but it's not a real crime." Like, what the fuck are you talking about? What is a crime? What is a crime? That's an act or a non-act that goes against a prohibited behavior or law. That's what a crime is. What is a criminal? A person who commits a crime. Duh. It's simple. So is it not a crime to cross the border illegally? Yes, that is a crime by the very definition of the word. So a person who comes into this country illegally is a criminal. Well, Trump lied, and I thought he was going to go after the criminals first. Oh no! Then they say, "Oh, Trump lied. I thought he was going to go after the violent criminals." He didn't say, "I'm only going after the violent." First of all, Tom Homan was on TV like every day, every station, and he said it and clarified it. We're going after the violent criminals first. That's what he said first. He didn't say only. We only going after the most violent. No, we going after them first. But if we happen to catch other criminals here illegally, we're going to deport them too. Trump has said on numerous occasions how many violent criminals were here. And I think he kept saying numbers like 10,000, 20,000, something like that, right? Well, we know there are like 20 million illegals here, and we're going to deport all of them. So they just do the math. Do the fucking math. But they like trying to play with his words and lie about what he said. Like, we don't have all this video footage. We can go back, pull up with him, what he said, pull up what Tom Homan said, pull up what Marco Rubio said. I mean, Patel said, Bondi. We can pull them up. We can pull up all of the videos and hear what these people have been saying. They've been consistently saying the same thing over and over again. Right? We've been consistently hearing them say it. Then we got the Democrats that come on, the liberals that come on, and they go right behind each other saying the same lies over and over and over. Here's what he said. He lied. No, he didn't. Trump's a liar. What did he lie about? Because every time I turn around, he's been proven right. Every time. And hell, they even made hats. Trump is right again. Trump was right again. They got a couple of them hats. I don't have one, but I've seen people wearing them. Right? Somebody need to do, some of y'all who do them political videos all the time, like Harmonize, maybe. Y'all, you need to do a video on that shit. What call it? Here's the title of it. I'm giving you a title. What did Trump lie about? Play what them saying Trump lied about, and then play what Trump really said. Gotta be a great video. You can get a whole lot of content on that. That could be like a fucking hour-long video, just you doing that. That's how many times they've lied, saying this man said something. Even you can go back with the what was the original lie? The Nazi shit. Oh, he said Nazis were good people. That's not what he said. He actually said the exact opposite of that. Find them saying that, and then find the original video of what he actually said. And then after that, he said, like speaking about Republicans and Democrats, you have good people on both sides. But what he said originally is he condemned the Nazis. And then you got these liberal comedians. Some of them I like, but I don't like when they try to make all of this comedic commentary on Trump, and they're lying, and they're pushing false narratives. Josh Johnson. I love Josh Johnson. I think he's a very talented comedian, young guy. But when he starts talking about Trump, he's wrong. And he's always wrong because he got that liberal mindset. You can tell all he do is watch MSNBC. Stop watching that goofy shit. You're too young. Like, leave that shit to the baby boomers. Josh, why are you watching that shit? Somebody tag him in this shit. Why are you watching that bullshit? And I don't say you aren't, and don't say you're not a Democrat. Oh, I'm not a Democrat, but you just, like I said to my friend, you just happen to say everything the Democrats say. Everything, word for word. Well, I'm not a Democrat. Some of my thoughts are conservative again. And I asked her, why do you keep doing that? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. First of all, you're being dismissive and patronizing. Second of all, it's not fine. It's not fine what you're doing. You're saying you're not something, and you're supposedly somewhat this other thing, but everything that comes out of your mouth is exactly what the Democrats say, word for word. Do you not even realize you're doing it? Because you're in an echo chamber. Maybe you don't watch MSNBC, but the people you're around, right? The people you're around who's feeding you this information obviously watches MSNBC and listens heavily to what these Democrats are saying, because you're saying it word for word. Word for word. And I'm like, I've heard it so much over the years. Years. I know what you're going to say before you say it. I don't want to even waste my time, so I will cut her off. I don't want to hear what you're saying. I've heard it already. Well, I just want to get out my... No, I've heard it. You're not saying anything original, so I don't want to hear it again. I've heard it, and it's been debunked. And if she tried to say something I said, oh, no, everybody knows that's been debunked. No, we know y'all have been lying about it, but it hasn't been debunked. That's what you're debunked by who? And that's what I said. Who debunked it? Everybody knows it's been debunked. Who debunked it? Where was it debunked? Can you send me the clip? Can you tell me what the clip was? No, you can't. You can't even tell me who originally debunked it. Y'all make up a lie that Trump or somebody supposedly said something, and then you claim some mysterious phantom person debunked the lie of what you said somebody didn't say. They in actuality didn't say it. Like what? What kind of fucking nonsense is that? I keep hitting my mic. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not. Y'all can't hear that. I hope. I hear it, but I hope y'all can't hear it. But anyway, I don't hear it on my video yet, but I guess on playback I'll check. Hopefully y'all hear me clearly. Testing 1 2 1 2 testing. And I hope my air purifier isn't too loud. It keeps going in and out. It's on automatic, so it'll turn itself on to high and low and all of that kind of stuff as needed. But yeah, so what are we talking about? That's what I'm asking. Like, what are you saying? Like, that's a lie. And I can prove, again, like the Tom Homan and Trump thing with the border, I can prove it. I can point you to 1,000 videos of Tom Homan saying what I said he said. I mean, how don't you know? Because you wasn't watching Tom Homan, what you watched or you heard somebody repeat a lie or repeat the lie, and then other people started repeating the same lie. But that's not what he said. You can easily navigate to what he said. And then you don't know what your own politician said. So we get into an argument about her voting for Kamala Harris. What policy? That's what I said. What policy were you voting for that Kamala was putting out there? Because she didn't put out any policies, not one. Not one was her own policy. She tried to steal Trump's no tax on tips, right? She tried to steal that, and that didn't work. And she tried to steal some shit from Biden that she copied and pasted right from Biden's own website. She did not have any of her own policies. None. 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 And then when she got caught doing that, she stopped supporting that policy from Biden. And then that's right after that, the lady on the View asked her, well, what would you do differently? And she said, I wouldn't do nothing differently. Obviously, because that's why you copied and pasted his shit. There's a reason why they're asking what you would do differently, because what he did fucked everything up. Your own people knew that, and that's why they asked you that, dummy. She fell right into that trap on the View. So I'm asking my friend, what policy? Oh, she had a policy. Then we get into the abortion thing. I'm like, abortion wasn't on the ticket. That was not an issue that the federal government could deal with. The Supreme Court has already sent it back to the states a long time ago, way before the election. There's nothing. It's already at the state level. There's nothing you can do. Voting for Kamala didn't change that. Matter of fact, you didn't have to vote for her. She was already vice president. Why didn't she do anything over the last 4 years to move y'all's agenda forward when it comes to abortion? Why? Because it had already been sent to the Supreme Court, and she did nothing. Nothing. She did nothing for 4 years. And before that, when she was a senator, she did nothing as a senator. She has done nothing but played a little race card, even though she never came out until recently and even said she was a black woman. Every time they would ask her, she would deflect. But recently she slipped up and said something about as a black woman. She got caught saying it. Like, oh, finally, oh, after the election, almost a year later, now you're going to say it. Oh, really? Uh-huh. Whatever. She's not a black woman. But anyway, she's a Jamaican American, supposedly, who grew up in Canada. She grew up in Canada, not in Los Angeles or Oakland or wherever she tried to front like she's from. She was like a little kid for a small period of time when she lived in Oakland, and then they moved to doggone Canada, to Montreal, I believe it was. In a rich part of Montreal at that. It wasn't no hood or like she was trying to claim like she was from. She ain't from the hood. I hate why. When did it become so cool to be from the hood? Because you got Jasmine Crockett down in Texas that's been trying to do the same thing. She switched her credentials from being damn near an Ivy League, upper middle class black person to now she's ratchet. And from what hood? What hood is she from? She don't watch too much Love and Hip Hop. That's what it is. And that's how they try to placate to their base. Because black women think ratchet is cool today, right? Being ratchet. I'm from the hood, and the women I know from the hood don't act like that. It's only people from these fake hoods, you know, they from the woods, as I say. They from down south and from some little town in the country, and all of a sudden they ratchet and from the hood. Like, what? You ain't never lived in no real hood in your life. So, but they about to get her up out of there. She about to get up out of there. Supposedly, Letitia James has resigned. Her criminal ass. That's why they were so scared of Trump being in office, because they know he was going to find out about their crimes, and they all have been committing these crimes and not necessarily committing direct crimes, but getting over on the system, taking advantage of the system, the bureaucrats, the swamp. Okay. Those are the unelected people who've been responsible for leading the government down certain directions. Yeah. So anyway, but don't let people waste your time. I thought about it. We was on the phone for about an hour during this argument. Afterwards, I said, I just wasted an hour of my life. I don't work anymore, but I was thinking, how much money could I have made in an hour? Shit, I could have made a ton of money. I could have had at least 3 or 4 good sales calls at CPI and made a great bit of money. Made a good bit of money in 3 or 4 calls. Plus, I might have made some cash because the management would do spiffs, contests. If you sell 3 sales or something, you make a certain amount of money. You might get $20 per sale. You might get some tickets to an event in the owner's box. I got to see, who did I get to see? Zach Galifianakis. I got to see Earth, Wind, and Fire because I won a couple of them contests. Who else did I get to see? It was somebody else. I got to see a couple of people, though, a couple of comedians, particularly. It was funny, though, when the Zach Galifianakis tickets came up, it was me and somebody else who was tied. So we had to flip a coin to see who would go first to get what they wanted. So I went first, and I picked the Zach Galifianakis tickets, and they was like, "Who the hell is that?" That's what my boss was like, because he's black. Who? I was like, "That's this comedian. That's the Hot Pockets guy." He was like, "Who?" He was like, And then the other guy was a white guy, another manager. He's like, how you know about that? I was like, man, I know a lot of shit. I'm up on a lot of shit. So anyway, but yeah, don't let people waste your time in dumb conversation, dumb arguments. Women will do this to men. Just do things to waste your time. Don't allow that to happen. You need to analyze for yourself, gentlemen. Am I spending my time effectively? Is this the best use of my time? Me doing this thing that she or anybody else wants me to do? You got to ask that question of yourself. Because that could be time you could be putting towards your own hobby. And fellas, that's why I tell you, lad, that video I did, you need to get hobbies. Because if you get a hobby and that's something you're doing for yourself, that's some constructive use of your time. And that'll prevent you from people or, you allowing people to waste your time. Look, no, I'm busy right now. I'm doing this puzzle. What did I tell you, young men? Go out to a store, Walmart or Target or, some kind of store like that, and get you a puzzle. Get you a 1,000-piece puzzle. Take the puzzle out the box, dump all of the damn pieces on the table, throw the box away so you can't see the picture. Start trying to put it together. Once you put it together, I want you to get it framed. Frame it. You can do the frame yourself if you can go on Amazon and order the size frame for your puzzle. Or you could take it down to Michael's and they can frame it for you, right? Or if you're in New York City, you can go to Adorama. They can frame it as well, right? Or there are kits you can get online on Amazon where you can frame or laminate your puzzle and hang it up. That should be a proud thing for you. And then that way, every day you can look it up as you're walking out the door. You could look up at it and you could see, hey, that was an accomplishment. That's something I accomplished. Okay. And you find yourself, that's a better use of your time than doing some bullshit for somebody else. Because people will waste your time just for the fuck of it. So find yourself a hobby. If not, I just gave you one. And then guess what? Go on to the next one. Go on to a more complicated one. So it's now, you don't went up from 1,000-piece puzzle. Now go up to a 2,000-piece, 1,500, whatever. I don't know how puzzles come. And that'll lead you to more things. You'll be surprised how your mind starts to expand. You'll develop some brain power, right? I hope some of y'all think that's a good idea. Type in the chat. I'm checking the chat now. Wait a minute. Amanaz, I think, said something. Let me see. She said I'm on mute. I'm on mute? Are you shitting me? Wait a minute. No, I'm not. I'm not on mute. If y'all can hear me, let me know you can hear me. Amanaz said something about on mute. But no, my mic is on. Shit. Damn it. Wait a minute. Let me get out of there. Yeah. She says I'm on mute. But if anybody can see me or hear me, rather, please she said, wait a minute. She said something else. Hold on. She said, you good. Damn it. Wait a minute. Oh, shit. Amanaz, you bothering me. Trying to help me, but I'm fucking up. I gotta blame somebody, so I'm gonna blame her. I mean, let's see what she says. I mean, let's see what she just said. She said there is spray you can get. Hold on, I got it. Zoom in for. Oh, okay. For the puzzle to set it. Okay. I knew it was something like that. Almanaz does a lot of that arts and crafts shit. So not shit, but stuff. And yeah, she knows more about it than I do. So y'all follow her advice of what she said. There's some spray you can get, she says. And that'll yeah, so if you put the put the puzzle together. I guess you just spray it over it and it'll seal it. But even then, after you do that, get it framed, right? I know they got puzzle frames. I've seen it. My grandmother used to put puzzles together. And when I was a kid, shout out to Joyce Johnson, in case she's watching. My grandmother is still alive. Shout out to Joyce Johnson, the OG. And she used to make us put puzzles together as kids. And we would all just sit around the table and be working on this shit together. You know, my cousin Russell, my cousin Kenyatta. I remember when we was kids, man, bringing back memories. But yeah, do things to exercise your mind. Get yourself a hobby, do something constructive. And men need to do things with their hands. That's what men need to do. They need to do problem solving things because that's what it's about. Learning how to be a problem solver. And damn it, I'm trying to keep my comments where I can see them. Okay. What is that dollar sign? I don't know. That's something new. Cash App. I mean, not Cash App, but fucking StreamYard is always tweaking shit. And it sometimes it bothers me the way they tweak things. I'm gonna click this dollar sign. I want to see what the hell that means. Wait a minute. What did it do? I don't know what it did. Uh oh. Wait a minute. What did it do? Wait a minute. I'm trying to read what it says. I don't know. I don't know what that link is. I think it put a comment. I don't know. I'll look at it later though. It's difficult for me to read. I don't know what that link is. The fuck is that link? Some some kind of link I do not know. Oh, some kind of discount. I don't know what that is, but I tell you, they always doing something new. Damn it. I've never noticed it before. So what does this say? It dropped with something for a link for StreamYard. She says, I think. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that is. But anyway, so men, get yourselves a hobby. Like I sit out here all the time, like in my apartment complex. And there's a young guy, he's like a millennial. I would say he's in his 30s, early 30s, lives right next door. There's a few other guys, they're older guys like me, 40 and up guys that live over here, a few women that live over here. And what I noticed that these people do all day long, they're in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. I'm like, y'all need to sit fucking still sometime. Now, the older guys are still, but the young guy and the women all day long, they in and out. They drive somewhere, come back. They go in the house for about 30 minutes, they go out again. They'll sit down for 30 minutes and it's all day long. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Deliveries? And they're not. They're not doing deliveries. Like, you might as well drive Uber and make some money as much as they're in and out. But they just drive, like they're just wasting gas and time doing nothing all day long. And I've been here over a year now. I've been watching this shit consistently. My camera, my doorbell camera is constantly, because it picks up alerts. So it's constantly picking up an alert. My phone is constantly beeping, and I already know what it is. It's the fucking doorbell camera. It's the Wise camera. Like, sit still. And they be trying to, well, I got to go pick up the kids. I got to do this. Them kids is in school during the day, so you ain't picking up no kids. Every 30 minutes, like clock. When my door is open, I'm sitting here, just, and they go again. And I see the lady and her daughter across the yard. One of them is always in and out. They can't sit still. They fidgety because they ain't got nothing to do to exercise their brains. And they're getting tuned, all they do is watch TV all day, smoke weed. Everybody over here damn near smoke weed, except me and the lady next door. And that's all they do all day long. In and out. In and out. I'm like, sit fucking still. Find your ass something to do. Even when Miss Tasty Cakes was here, she would get fidgety. She ain't got no hobby, nothing to exercise her brain. Nothing. Like, get you a fucking notebook or something, man. Write, do a journal. Like, do something. Shit. Oh, I thought she said something I missed. But that's what's going on. That's what we talking about. That's what I'm talking about today, fellas. And because your mind is addle, as my grandfather would say, you're addle. He was trying to say you're idle, but his southern accent, it would come out as addle. You're addle. Shout out to my grandfather, Thomas Bowen. You addle. You need to find something to do. He was trying to say idle. I was an adult before I figured out what the hell he was talking about. Fuck is addle. But I figured it out later on. He was trying to say idle. But anyway, and then when I approached him on it, I said, Pop, are you saying idle? Yeah, that's what the hell I said. No, that ain't what you've been saying all these years. You've been saying clearly addle, Mr. Bowen. Mr. Damn Thomas Bowen. I love my grandfather. He raised me, and he was a hard man, but I found humor in him being hard. And I understood, especially once I got older and I understood why he was being hard on me. And I guess I was a teenager when I realized that about why he was the way he was towards me. But then this punk ass, let me tell you, when the great grands came along, he gets soft with them. I'm like, wait a minute. He would let Sundiata get away with anything. Sundiata had my grandfather wrapped around his finger. Oh my God, it was ridiculous. And that was his favorite. Sundiata was his favorite grandchild. And I guess because Sundiata looked just like him, but you see a young picture of my grandfather and look at Sundiata, you be like, damn. You be like, damn. But yeah, so men, people, not just men, but people, get yourself some hobbies. You women too, because you fall for the bullshit with men. Men will waste your time talking a lot of goofy bullshit, and y'all get fascinated and entertained and intrigued by these niggas, and they don't be saying shit. I listen to y'all. I don't say nothing, but I listen to y'all when y'all having these conversations, and I'm aware of the conversations that these men are having with you. And I'm like, that nigga ain't talking nothing. He talking a bunch of bullshit. And I won't say nothing because, unless you ask my opinion. Because that's the only time an opinion really matters is when you ask for it. So I try not to volunteer certain thoughts of mine. Y'all might think I'm cool with a dude, I'm really not all of that. I'm aware of how fugazi that dude is. I'm just fronting like, yeah, that's my boy. He ain't my boy. That nigga corny as hell. And the nigga fronting and lying about who he is. But if you don't ask me, I ain't gonna say nothing. You gotta ask me. Then if you ask me, hey, what you think about this dude? I'm thinking about talking to him. I'm interested in him. Why? Been talking to him for a little bit of time now. What do you think about? Then I'll tell you. But if you don't do that, and that's a private conversation, I'm not going to have that publicly. I'm going to have that privately with you. And then I'm going to tell you what I really think about that person. And I suggest some of you ladies, y'all do that. You're supposed to have a man in your life that you can go to for that. That's part of the courting process. Y'all always talk about this. What y'all want? Y'all want to go back to that? Well, start taking advantage of that. And I would like to think I'm that guy for some of you women that's in my life. Y'all have known me for decades, all your life. You should be able to trust what I'm saying. You should be able to trust my perspective on that topic. So I would suggest that, and I would save a lot of time for you. That way you won't waste your time talking to these goofy niggas on the phone all night and even going out with them and try to see them or whatever y'all doing. I'll give you my opinion. And the man that I choose or I would pick would say, hey, yeah, I think you should entertain him. You may not think I should because I'm looking at it from a different lens. I'm looking at it from what you need, not what you like. So that dude, I'm saying, yeah, I think you might want to talk to him because I'm thinking he may be good for you. He may be what you need, not what you want. And what you want may not be what you need. Because you've been picking all your life based on what you want. How has that worked out for you? Now, maybe it's time to try something different. So that way you stop wasting your time, your money, your meat, your money, energy, attention, and time, fellas. Stop wasting that on people who are wasting your time. Period. Now, I'm not perfect. I'm not saying the relationship is guaranteed to be a home run for you. I'm just saying it may be a better use of your time. Because sometimes y'all pick these cornballs, and I just know from, even with my kids, I'll be like, that ain't. And I know why, but I gotta let my kids find out on their own. But they're kids. Now that my children have gotten older, I can start having different conversations with them. Here's why I don't think you should be doing that or talking to this person because of they're wasting your time. And I don't want to see you waste 5, 10 years of your life, your prime years on this person. And then you're gonna look back when you're in your 30s and 40s and wish you could get that time back. That's the perspective I'm coming at with my kids. But I also got friends and family. Same thing. I don't want you to waste time, a year of your time. We're getting older. A year is very valuable to us. 5 years is definitely valuable. I don't want you wasting time with some of these cornballs, because especially these people in today's world, they're putting on roles and fronts, and social media has made that very easy. People pretend. I'm like, look, just ask certain questions. Like I've said to people, why y'all listen to these people? They on here all day, 8 hours a day. How can they be the thing that they claim to be? When are they doing it? They on here 8 hours a day, every day. Look at it. We're looking into their life. We can see their house on some of their podcasts. We can see their house, right? What are they doing? Nothing but on the fucking computer talking shit about shit they don't know about. They're too young. 30 years old, you ain't got no experience yet. Unless you started right out of the gate when you was coming out of high school. That's possible, but most people don't. So did you jump right in to a 10 or 20-year relationship out of high school? Then maybe you got something to say. But most of these cats didn't do that. They just getting started in their marriages or their relationships. They only got a couple of years in. They still in the newlywed period. They don't know what they talking about. And then they get angry when they get on a podcast or a panel with somebody like myself or Tommy or um, fucking angry man. They get angry with us. But I'm to the point. I don't want to do no panels no more. I don't want to do the relationship talk. I don't want to argue with women. I'm not doing it. I'm not wasting my time arguing with women. Not gonna do it. I'm on y'all side, ladies. These dudes is clowns. So don't deal with them. They don't have nothing to show for it. They have no resume. They have no relationship resume. Nothing. And then a couple of them, well, I was married. Then you find out you was only married for a year. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You don't know what you're talking about. Stop letting people waste your time. Get yourselves a hobby. That's very important. Get yourself a hobby. That'll provide a buffer for people wasting your time because you got other things to do. You be like, look, let me call you back. I got to do this puzzle. All right. For me, I got to do my garden. I got these seeds to germinate. Let me get off the phone with you. Right. And you'll realize once you get off the phone with them, you're not gonna have an urge to call them back anytime soon. Like you're gonna think to yourself, I really wasn't talking about nothing. Hold on, my phone screen is dying. I gotta plug in. All right, we're plugged in. Let me check my comments. Let me zoom in a little bit. Oh, that's the same one. Okay. But yeah, and I hope what I'm saying is making sense to you. And this will save. Just think about, and I think about it now that I'm 49 years old. I think about it. How much time have I wasted in my life? And I came up with this topic when I was talking to Imagine yesterday, matter of fact. And I told her, don't let people waste your time, baby. You can't get it back. And you're gonna look back 10 years from now, she'll be 34. I don't want you to look back at 34 at your 20s and realize you wasted 5, 10 years of your life with somebody. You ain't getting that time back. You ain't getting it back. That time she could have been making money. She could have, and don't put your energy and time into things that waste your money, right? Money, energy, attention, and time. They're all connected. So if you wasting time doing something, you're also wasting money, is what I told her. So don't do that. I know all of that hair and nails and stuff is cute right now, but you're going to look back on it 10 years from now and go, damn, I wasted a lot of money and time doing that shit. And it didn't matter. Nobody gives a fuck. All of the people that you thought mattered and it was cute to, 10 years from now, it ain't going to matter. You ain't going to know them people 10 years from now. Right? So, That's what's important, is that you manage your time effectively, that you protect your time. And even some of you older folks, I hope what I'm saying you're finding useful too. Because y'all do it too. And because you behaviors, it's hard to hack your own self. You got to hack your life. And this is one of those life hacks that is you can implement very easily and quickly just by having a hobby and using that hobby to protect your time. Now, don't get caught up in your hobby, because some of us do that where we overdo it. I'm not against some of you playing video games, but if you're spending 40 hours a week playing a video game, that's preventing you from doing some other things that you could be doing. So make sure you're managing your time effectively. I don't want you to spend 40 hours a week on a fucking puzzle. I'm not saying that. Maybe an hour or two here or there. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Not 40 fucking hours. Don't be on the phone with people just talking nothing, because see, other people have nothing to do. So you become their hobby. Their hobby is to call you and sit on the phone with you and talk about nothing. If you want to prove it, if somebody calls you, when you get on the phone with them, let them do all of the talking. Let them lead the conversation and see how far it goes. And then I did this to somebody earlier today. I was kind of quiet. I was eating, but I was purposely not talking. And it was like, well, I ain't want to bother you. I'm like, you're not bothering me. Well, I thought you were busy. No, I'm not busy. I'm just eating my food, listening to you. Well, I'm not really saying nothing. Well, what you call me for? If you ain't saying nothing, like, and then if I start talking, oh, you always cutting me off. You doing this, you doing that. You talk all the time. Well, I'm not talking now. So go ahead, go for it. All the shit you got to get out, go ahead and get it out. Like, I find people funny when they do that. I talk too much and I cut you off, but now I'm not talking and you're complaining that I'm not talking. You can't have it both ways, ladies. Like, y'all are entertained by me talking, right? You're very entertained by me talking. But then when I talk, I'm talking too much. And then if I stop talking, you want me to talk. You can't have it both ways, ladies. I'm not going to be y'all's hobby. So when you call me, make sure you got something to talk about so we can engage with each other. But if I'm just doing all of the talking and I got to drag the conversation along, I've learned to stop doing that. And I'll be like, yo, let me call you back. Or, you know what? Call me back when you got something to talk about. I'm going to start doing y'all like you do me. Oh, you busy? They call me. I'm going to be like, are you busy? Oh, well, I thought you was busy because you ain't really talking, I'm going to start doing people like that. I hope I ain't offending nobody right now or anything, but that's not my intention. People listen to my conversations and they go, "Oh, he talking about me or whatever." So many of y'all do this. I'm not talking about any one specific person right now. So many of y'all do. Y'all, like I said with the Democrat shit, y'all almost repeat each other over and over and over. It's like a script. And I know what y'all gonna say before you're gonna say it a lot of times. Y'all just don't realize how how much y'all do that. I don't know if I'm gonna put that much effort into it, but one day I might just videotape it so I can start cutting out the clips, and then I'm gonna sync the clips together of y'all doing it. You know how they do with the news people? They all be saying the same thing, and they'll have like it looks, it's like 1,000 clips of them all saying the same shit. almost the same exact way. I'm gonna start doing y'all like that. Cause y'all don't realize how much y'all sound alike. And it's unoriginal. It's unoriginal. I've lost a couple of people, I see. I've lost a couple of y'all. I guess I was taking up too much of y'all time. Y'all had to go. Y'all had to find something else to do. I ain't mad at that. I'm about to go over there and plant some seeds. Anyway, I'm gonna see how well this germination has worked. If it's helped, I can't tell yet, but we'll see. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see. We will see. I gotta make sure I'm doing it the right way. I believe I am, but I think I am. I got to go back and watch the video, the paper towel video, just to make sure I'm doing the method correctly. Because I've seen them people get better results than I've gotten, so I want to go back and see. And that's one of my hobbies, and that's how I keep my brain occupied. That way, if anybody decides to call me, because they love calling me at night, you know, I guess they get lonely, they get horny, they get whatever. They want some attention. It's always at night. I start getting certain phone calls like clockwork. I do got to return the call because I promised I would return the call, so I will do that. But that's all I really got tonight, man. Protect your time, people. Particularly black men, get a hobby, get something to do, something for you to do. It don't need to be no team project. Something to get off the video game, something for you to do with your hands constructively. That's not a video game. That's not constructive. That's entertaining, but it's not a constructive thing. Get the puzzle, like I told you. That's something I used to do in my training classes. I used to do that puzzle thing. Uh, and when you get rid of the cover, it forces you to leave the puzzle out and you can't see what the final picture is supposed to be. That makes it more challenging. So do it that way. And y'all claim y'all so smart and shit. We'll see how smart you actually are if you can do it. It's really not that hard though. But y'all, on your way out the door, make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share. Make sure y'all check out my community tab. Make sure you smash the bell so that way you can get the updates. Make sure you share to the social media. Some of y'all been watching me for years and have never sent me a cash app, not once, not $2. That's a shame. But I've seen y'all send $20 to other people who ain't talking nothing. They repeating shit I said years ago. But y'all send them cash app, $20, at a time, multiple times. But ain't that interesting? You won't subscribe to me, but you watch me all the time. I find that funny too. You can subscribe to me without smashing the bell. If you don't want to get if the notifications is bothering you, I haven't been going live that much, and I don't post that many videos. I post a couple of shorts here and there, but that can't be disturbing you. So yeah, I'm talking shit to y'all. Support your boy. I mean, I'm here just like everybody else. I like making money too. I don't work no more. I'm on disability, That's where my money comes from. Help your boy out. I need things. I gotta buy groceries. Shit. I gotta pay cash for groceries or put them on my credit card. Help your boy out. Y'all to help out a stranger quickly. But I'm getting off of here, Be Ben Israel, the People's Champ. This is the People's Podcast. I appreciate y'all stopping by. Y'all catch me on the replay. Make sure y'all hit the doggone comments and drop a replay team in there, a RT, however you want to do it. And I'm on the way out the door. I'll let you boy.